I'm here with Kaylee and Valerie of Paired Up, and we have a lot to talk about today as far as content creation. This is going to help you get through the rest of your 2023. I guarantee it. Let's kick it off with our CEO, Kaylee Pear. Hey, Kaylee.
Hi. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I've talked about this topic several times within several different videos, but we're really going to spend a little bit more time on it. So excited to be here and excited to have Valerie Johnson here with us as well on the Paired Up team. So this is going to be a really good one. So if you've skimmed through some of the videos, definitely stick with this one because it can really help map out most of your social strategy.
Okay, well, let's start off with the very first one when we're talking about the four most effective types of content. And our first one up is going to be educational. Kaylee, I've heard you talk about this so many times because you want to make people smarter.
Yeah, so the biggest thing about social media and social media content strategy is about you're the expert. You want people to come to you. You're not giving away all the goods necessarily, but you want to be a place where, let's say, they need any type of, okay, so you're an interior designer. What type of paint works good on an outdoor door? Okay, I think you said that kind of stuff. If they're going to you for that, then when they actually need your help with something, they're going to think of you. So how-tos, step-by-step guides, lists, tools, resources, share how you do things. That's what we do here with these videos with Paired Up, is like, how do we put our social content strategy together for our clients and for ourselves? Well, we go by the 4 E's of content creation, and education is one of them. And it's really the main one. You want to give people something. You don't want to just say, with weather, when I was doing weather, back in the day, you basically didn't just say, hey, okay, there's a chance for rain throughout the 7 day. I'll have that coming up. No, you don't say that because you didn't give them anything. They didn't feel like they got any value out of that moment with you. So each post, you have to give some type of value, and education is huge. And you try to make it as simple as possible. And I'm going to use an example here where we had a client, and I've talked with Valerie, I've talked with you, Kara, about this, where, okay, they were a bank and they said, there's no way that you can get 5 days a week posts with our content. We just don't have a lot of engaging and interesting content. And I said, negative, ghostwriter, you do. Think simple. And one of them was how to open a checking account. And they said, oh, well, that we don't need to post that because, people know how to post a checking account. It was our most popular post because you sometimes if you're in it, you think to, like, people know more about what you do than what they actually do. So keep it simple, look for a Google search and figure out what people are searching based on what you do.
And also just remember, like, what are like the common questions that people are coming to your business about? Those are the things that you want to educate your customers about. So like we have a firework company. How do you start your own firework tent? Okay. That's the number one question that they get asked all the time. That should be a post. So just think about it that way.
Yeah. And that also helps with SEO searching. So exactly what Valerie just said, not only does it give value to your customers, but it also helps you when somebody searches that in Google. It helps for your post to go up and for your page to be higher up in the Google search.
Okay, our next one here is inspirational, and it's kind of just like it sounds, right?
Yeah, so you really want, I feel like inspirational and emotional. So if we're putting those hand in hand with the 4 E's, emotional, you want to trigger some type of emotion. The key is people, when they open their social media platforms, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they're overloaded with content. Overloaded. So you really have to stand out. And that's what these 4 E's kind of do for you. You're educating, you're going to stand out. If you're triggering some type of emotion, you're going to stand out and you're going to stop somebody from just scrolling past your content in the feed. So inspire people. Really, really, it doesn't have to be all the time about what you do. Maybe you just want someone to feel the Mondays, like, hey, let's go. Let's get started this week. Let's really work together to make this the best week ever. Maybe you use this for, try to find ways that kind of use what you do to start a new routine, to, make somebody feel like, wow, they really want to step it up in their own career to move forward. even if it is like our firework company, okay, it doesn't have to necessarily be about fireworks. It can inspire somebody to just have a better day and to continue to move forward and have a better day. So, I mean, that's really it when and if you're, let's say, you know, we have nonprofits, you know, trigger some type of emotion. Why do they care? What are you giving to somebody? Make them feel it. You want to showcase what you're doing and how you're benefiting, you know, from what you need from your donors. You want to make them feel like, hey, if I give money here, then look what I already see what that's going to do. So that should be behind some of your content as well.
Mm-hmm. And also just like thinking about like what's going on with the world right now. So like I know that a lot of people went back to school. So like I'm gonna use the firework company again as an example. But we posted I guess you could quote, it's a meme, but it said, "Don't mind me shooting off fireworks at 8 a.m. Like I'm celebrating my kids going back to school." So thinking about like outside the box, but still in your industry is a great way too.
Well, that's a really good example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next one we have here is entertaining. So this is very different from inspirational. I know that maybe or emotion. This evokes something different.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean you have to do the TikTok dances. You can, by all means, do the TikTok dances if you'd like, but be relatable. That's the third one down, but it is the most important. Be relatable. People want to feel like they can be your friend and they can connect with you. People don't buy from just a picture. They buy from a person or someone. That's why influencer marketing is such a big deal now, because you get to showcase the products in a real life way. So show it. It's kind of like I always say to when I'm talking to potential new clients, I'm saying, you know, as a news anchor, the news, they would tell your story. Now you as the business owner need to be the news anchor. You need to tell your story. Let us into your world. If you're comfortable showcasing your weekend and what you're doing on the weekends, then do that as well. Also, you know, Valerie's really good at this with her clients, sharing memes and fun stuff like that. Like, hey, take a movie or, you know, a TV show and turn it into a meme that kind of correlates with, you know, I think a couple of memes we've been doing a lot lately is the Barbie movie, and kind of taking that and making that a meme that kind of runs with what your business is and make it funny. You know, you don't have to be so straight-laced all the time. I think businesses get caught up in, oh, what are people going to think? Are we going to get negative feedback? Well, everyone's negative on the internet. Everybody's negative. So just, yes, okay, we don't want to do anything too crazy, but sometimes those funnier posts are the ones that people really take value in, and then they feel more connected with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say, plus if you're sharing a meme, you can technically, you're kind of checking all the boxes there. You're letting people into your world. You're being funny and relatable. I mean, so it kind of checks all of them too. So that's kind of a nice one. Okay,
yeah, Valerie's really good at that.
I love memes. Love them.
You need to get some tips. Okay. So when it comes to this next one, so we've talked a lot about emotion, education, but conversion, because let's all be real, right? I mean, this is the name of the game.
Yeah. So engagement. So, you know, conversion, engagement. So you may be able to understand, like a lot of times I say engagement and a lot of people don't know what that means. So conversion is another good way to kind of look at it. Like you need to get people to act. You need to spell it out. Again, this kind of goes back to the first one, educating and being as simple as possible. You want to be as simple as possible. And honestly, you want to run it into the ground. I mean, some people think, oh, we just kind of talked about this. Now, I don't want you to be too salesy, but I want your customer testimonials. I want your client testimonials. I want you to showcase and tell us more about what you do and what you need from me. Okay, let's say somebody did feel something on your post. What do you need them to do next? Tell them that. Spell it out for them as easy as possible and as simple as possible. Donate here, scan this, click this link. We need to be told every move to make, and you need to do that in every single post. Now, it may not be click this link in every post. It may be, hey, tell us what you're most excited about this weekend at the fall shootout. Like you need to make sure that you are asking for what you need. Don't assume that people are going to know it. They're just not. We're just not that smart of a human race.
Well, and I just think we get in our own little lane and forget about it.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you got to have, and you can change it up. Like, it doesn't have to be like, click this link. It could be your daughter wants this dress really bad. Like, because that gets me on at Facebook. I think I buy more for Mila on Facebook than I buy in the store, because I see it. It's got a like, hey, buy this Winifred costume for Halloween, because of course she needs a Winifred costume. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I buy way more.
It's relatable.
I buy way more from social media than I do anywhere else, because I don't like to go shopping in stores. So when you're doing any sort of business like that, I mean, when you ask me something, I'll pay attention.
And it's a way to learn. Valerie, kind of expand on this a little bit, but it's a way to also learn about your customers by asking them what you need from them, you know?
Yeah, asking them like what they want to see. So like, I'm gonna use the firework company again because they're my favorite client, but like asking them. So like, what's your favorite, right? Like, what's your favorite firework during the 4th of July? Do you like the smoke bombs? Do you like the sparklers? Do you like the 500-gram cakes? Like, there's so many different like areas in the firework industry. So asking your customers directly like what they like. Say they like the sparklers. Okay, then like next week do a post about 5 different sparklers that we sell. So just like conversions that way. So like asking the question, getting the answer, and then repurposing that.
Perfect.
All right, Kaylee, anything you want to wrap up as we wrap up the 4 most effective types of content?
No, the only thing I can say about that is if you have at least, one of the 4 E's of content, which again are entertaining, education, emotional, and engaging. If you have at least one of them behind every post, and not just throwing up photos because you need to have a social media presence, if there's a point and a feeling and something you need them to do behind that, though, there's no failing with your social media content strategy. That's it. That's all I have. If you want to talk to us more about strategies, we do a training session. It's called our Kickstarter program. You can find it on our website, pairedupsocial.com. Also, if you just don't have time and you want us to run monthly management or your ads for social media, you can also reach out to us by going to the website as well. Again, pairedupsocial.com.
All right, ladies, that's been fun. I'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day.